So, English is not my first language, it was the academia where I learned it to speak and write with. By the way, I'm a Bengali and I studied in government school and college. The process of learning this language starts from the very day when I was schooled by my parents and later teachers. There were some grammar books, there were dictionaries, and obviously a little push of myself, which was the most important thing to learn anything. And the only tool I had access to was a pen and a paper. I had everything with it, including the AI detector, the plagiarism checker, and obviously Grammarly. But later when I started using a laptop to write, I just got to understand that how easy this writing could be. But the only problem I had was, which ultimately results in making typos and taking too much time to write something. But that was not a big deal, because with consistent effort, I improved my typing skill. Besides, there was Grammarly, which was a very big help to correct my spellings and all. And I wouldn't mind to say that Grammarly is still and perhaps will always be my writing guide. So everything was going well until one day when something came in the game. Chat GPT. But when I used Chat GPT for the first time, I was really surprised. I mean, how could really this happen? What used to take me hours to research and write is now possible within just a snap. Previously, I was writing 1 or 2 articles a day, but with AI, the number increased at 4. And since ChatGPT was doing everything for the writing, all I had to do was just proofread the content and rephrase some sentences with Grammarly. So this experience of using AI for writing was kind of, heaven on earth for content writers. So everything was going well, but then an annoying thing came to interrupt. Obviously, the AI detectors. There was a time when I used to have fights with Grammarly because I was not satisfied with the words and phrases it suggested. And those red, blue, and yellow marks were like traumas for me. And I hope that every content writer can relate to this. But now that AI has made writing so easy, we solely rely on the content that it generates. I mean, I have seen people that don't even bother to check the sentences, how it interprets the context, how the point of views have been portrayed, and most importantly, the tone of voice, everything are being just accepted as it is coming up. And I think that this comfort of getting things done so easily is what makes us lazy. You may not notice this in your physical activities, but your mind has already been affected. And sooner or later, you'll find that you are not able to generate ideas, creative ideas, new ideas. And even if you do, you will not be able to put them into words so that you could make a plan and that could turn into a project or a work. And ultimately, you end up becoming an AI puppet. So now that you know all the problems of using AI for writing, how it affects your creativity and the writing skill, let's see what you can do to improve yourself without being dependent on AI.
Instead of AI, use your mind for brainstorming. Rely on research from Google and other sources, not AI. Write journals or jot down thoughts daily. Make it a habit. Read books, blogs, newsletters to expand your knowledge. Experiment with different writing styles to keep your creativity sharp. Observe real-life conversations, emotions and behaviors, and human depth.
Well, technically, there's no problem with using AI for content writing, since Google is also saying that you can use AI, but the content has to be useful for the readers. So your major concern should be the content has enough details and it is helpful to give the information that the reader is looking for. While using AI, I just got to understand that there's a big human psychology here. When we see someone doing something great, something beyond our imagination, we just overlook the person's small or minor flaws, which may not be very effective, but it has a very big impact, which we understand later. Well, I agree that ChatGPT, Claude, Google Gemini, and all the other AI tools are great for writing, but what about the flaws that they draw in your content? What about the unique tone of voice of the author? What about the word choice? And what about the art of storytelling? All these things are very important to make a content effective, make it very useful to the readers. And this is where AI fails. Human excellence is the only thing that can fulfill these demands. And recently I have found that the content those are written by human are being paid much higher than the content are being generated with AI. Alright guys, so this is the end of the video. If you have any question or any suggestions regarding this topic, you can put down in the comment. I will give my reply, and see you in the next one. Peace out.